Now, speaking to you now, and obviously all the different things you're involved with, the TV show, all the books you've written, you're a very articulate and confident lady, but I know that that wasn't always the case for you. You didn't grow up in a Christian family. Tell us just a little bit about your background and how God's turned things around for you.
Well, definitely was not raised with any Christian frame of reference. I mean, almost a complete heathen. When I got born again, my husband actually is the one who led me to the Lord on our very first date. And I was like, what do we do? Do we light candles? I mean, I knew nothing about God. I knew no scriptures, but you know, I gave him my nothing completely. And then as I began to open the Word of God, I laid hold of everything. And that was all great, but I did still have my little comfort zones. I lost an eye to cancer when I was 5. I never wanted to get up in front of anybody. And when John became a youth pastor, he would say, Lisa, I just really feel like these young girls need you to stand up. And I'm like, I'm not some package deal. Just because you're youth pastor doesn't mean I'm the youth pastor. I am not getting up. You're lucky I'm here nodding. And it'd be like, Lisa, you just need to be ready when I call for you. And I'd be like, you just need to be ready. I'm going to walk out when you call for me. And he'd be like, Lisa, stop this. And he would call me, and I would get up, and I would be shaking to get up. I was 20, 26, 27 years old. I was terrified to speak to 13, 14, 15-year-olds. And I would take the mic, and somehow God would anoint it for the sake of these sweet girls. And then afterwards, John would say, see? And I'd be like, don't you ever do that to me again. And he just said, you know what? You are not right to do this. You cannot do this, Lisa. And I said, I'm handicapped. I have a false eye. Of course, I've been scared. I've never taken speech. I don't have any reason to do this. He said, oh, but God has dealt with your heart. And your heart is broken over these things. And you need to be a solution to this. And so he kept positioning me and kept pushing me out of my comfort zone. And I think a lot of Christians don't understand that we're not supposed to be comfortable. We're supposed to bring comfort. And that sometimes means we're uncomfortable so other people can be comforted. And for me, I never, ever imagined myself speaking in front of anybody in public. I was never a cheerleader. I was never anything that put me up in front of anybody. And so God positioned me to have to face what I feared. Because, Loretta, when you face what you fear, you become fearless. And God is looking for a generation of women who are fearless. Fearless because they love Him. Fearless because their heart is broken over what they see. Fearless because they want more for their daughters than they ever had themselves. Fearless because they see the world is crying out for this intimate answer that the woman brings.